And we are now back. It's been 2 long weeks. We are now live again here at the Games Tavern with Dirty Deeds. The best thing that's going to help you get through the rest of this week. Middle of the week, great show to get your energy pumped back up for the last couple days of your work week before the nice, good weekend. Definitely glad to have you all here joining us this evening. If this is your first time watching us here live, make sure you follow us here on Twitch. It's free. Help support the show, the cast, and all the crew working very hard in the background. Also, remember, you can catch us live on Twitch. We also upload all our shows to YouTube about 48 hours or so later, so you can go back, catch up on everything that you've missed over our previous 26 episodes. I can't believe we've been doing it for this long. It's been amazing. Love this group that we're working with. Can't wait to get into everything we got planned for them for this evening. But before we do, we just got a few announcements for everyone.
First thing, remember, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can also get a free Prime gaming subscription. Just go down, click the link, and use your free Prime sub. Doing so supports everybody on the cast and crew, and also gets you access to our subscriber-only channel on Discord, as well as our subscriber-only emotes, which you might see periodically throughout the evening down there in chat. So please hit the button and do subscribe if you can. And remember that if you do subscribe, you have to come back every month and do it again to re-up that Prime gaming subscription.
Also, a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. Check out the link in chat to see it for yourself. Shard Tabletop is the place to play 5th edition games. You can access rules, adventures, and other supplements. It also provides digital tools like a character builder, digital character sheets, as well as all sorts of in-use gaming tools you can use, like spell effects that you can channel and move yourself. We think so highly of it that it is now the official VTT of the Games Tavern. And to make this announcement even better, go to Shard Tabletop with our link in chat and use the promo code TGTShard20 to save 20% on all subs.
All right, and I think without much delay this evening, I think we're going to go ahead and get into the action this evening, because previously our adventurers had reunited with one of their old friends, Sebastian, who was a pilot of the airship that they had used escaping Sharn a little over 2 years ago, who now is piloting a mysterious version of the ship throughout the Mournlands, going around and rescuing lost individuals from the Mournlands and bringing them to the city of Metrol, which used to be the capital of the once great nation of Seer. As they were making their way towards Metrol, they reunited with Sebastian, talked about what happened over the last couple of years, had a few memories of their previous time aboard this particular airship. And as they approached Metrol, they did not find the scene that they were expecting. For a force of mechanical creatures seemed to be attacking the castle, where a group of individuals had been residing to assist individuals with escaping the Mournlands. Sebastian would bring these individuals here to give them a place to exit, for Sebastian and his crew could not leave the Dead Gray Mist. As they approached the city, a couple large mechanical flying creatures attacked the ship. The ship's own defenses managed to take them out as they descended towards Castle Wynarn, the old residence of the once royal family of Seer, where they heard loud roars coming from inside. As they approached, they jumped the ship, heading towards the front gates of the castle, where 4 large mechanical dogs descended the steps towards our adventurers. Each of these creatures, large mechanical monstrations, each one of them with a certain electrical energy within its maw, one of which had fire and flames coming out of it. Another one looked almost cold and chilled to the touch as a deep frost came out of its nose. Another one, you could see electrical lightning just crackling through its jaws. And another one looked as if it was salivating. But as the greenish liquid hit the ground, it looked like it was some sort of acid. And our adventurers proceeded towards these creatures as they descended the stairs, And that is where we ended last week, as we were preparing for this battle. Adventurers, go ahead and place yourselves on the map towards the bottom edge where you are coming in from. As you approach the stairs of the castle, the doors to the castle itself seem to be busted in. Torn up tents and tarps outside of the castle from where people had just some storage set up. Some people were sleeping outside, it appears. And these 4 large mechanical creatures descending the stairs. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative for me, please.
Let's do it.
They look friendly.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Par for the frickin' course. Oh yeah. Let's go, House Eris.
Nice to press chew my popcorn.
So
Yeah.
let's see. Well, these guys kind of wish they had gotten a slightly better initiative there, but that's fine. So any of you out there watching, if you would like to assist either our adventurers or these mechanical hounds, feel free to go ahead and cheer some bits. Maybe you can get some inspiration for some of these dogs to try to help take out this, invading party of adventurers.
Go back.
But let's see. So it looks like we have for initiative a 20 from Echo, a 12 from Tavern, a 7 from House Eris,
Under 10.
18 for me.
18 for Steel,
And D2.
and a 22 for Row. Okay.
Way to be, dex-based fighter.
Woo!
All right. And so as the hounds, snarling in a mechanical tone almost, approach you slowly, Row, you're up first.
Damn, didn't think this one through, did I? All right. Okay. Is there a way to measure, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
There you go.
Ooh, am I gonna do it? Ooh, am I gonna do it?
Are you?
I what else can I do? Woo! Let's do it.
When Ro takes off, when Ro runs forward, a small sliver of my shadow, well, the shadows that surround me, because Terran doesn't have a shadow.
Right.
So it breaks off and it follows her and attaches to her shadow. And so it does that to everybody. So little slivers of my shadow attaches to everyone's shadow. That'll be
Okay.
important later. I mean, I don't
Okay.
think you might not see it. I don't know, but or you feel it. It's just there.
I'm just like.
Yeah,
All right.
just add more to the creepiness. Let's go.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it's important.
Awesome.
All right. So, Ro, what are you doing? You charged in at this creature. The flames coming out of this creature's maw as it glares at you.
I'm gonna raise the short sword that Halceras gave me. Ah! And I'm gonna hit it. And
Okay.
I don't. Is the unfortunate thing? It's a 12.
At 12, as you swing down with your sword, it just tinks right off the armor case.
Second attack.
All right, you come in with your second swing.
14.
With a 14, you come with the backhanded on that and chink, slides right off the creature's armor.
Action surge.
And you're using up your action surge already. Okay.
18.
And with an 18, you come in, the sword comes down on it, and you actually find purchase this time. Go ahead, give me a damage.
Please, dear God. 5 damage.
Woo!
Okay, so
Okay, my life is fine.
Death's
Hey.
door right there.
as you strike it with your short sword, even though you're not that familiar with short swords, because you're more of a reaper or rapier person, it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it would.
Oh, great. That's Sandy. Give me 2 seconds. I think
You have another attack if you action surge.
Yes, you do.
Oh, because I actually, because it's the whole.
It's
Because
a
it's a
whole
whole
action.
attack action, so you get the 2
Yeah.
attacks. Yes.
Oh, me learning.
Double it up.
All right, let's
Double
do
it
it.
up. Hit him.
Well, this time it just kind of ducks right out of the way of your fourth swing.
Ah! Can I bonus action attack with my offhand? I can, right?
It's
Sure.
your weapon fighter.
Yep.
Okay, we're hitting it with a normal whip. Oh, great, that one rolls well. That's a 25.
Yeah, you
Ooh.
definitely hit it with the whip.
Love that. All right, great. Great. Sorry, I can't pick up my dice. I'm too scared. Owie, I stabbed myself.
Well, don't stab yourself now.
Yeah,
One of those
That's my
D4s.
job.
6.
6 with the whip. All right, the whip you are used to. However, it doesn't. You hear it tink off the armor. You see a dent put into this thing, but it doesn't seem to do a lot of damage to it. All right. So you've got your full movement. You've gotten your action. You got your action surge action, bonus action. That's about it for Echo or for Ro. 'Cause Next up is
now we
next
know
up-
that we're actually back when you confuse our name.
Exactly. Well, that plus I was looking because you are next, Echo.
I'm next. I
Yeah.
know.
And then next on deck is Steel.
Okay. I'm just double checking something. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to run up and sandwich myself between two of the wolves.
Okay.
So that
Ooh.
I'm theoretically at least 5 feet between both of them.
Yep.
And then I'm going to recklessly attack with my double-bladed scimitar because I haven't used it in so long,
Okay.
and I missed it.
Pulling the double-bladed scimitar out for the first time in probably 20 episodes.
The shadows in Tavern flare up a little bit.
First hit is a 23. Second one is a 20. 23 does not hit.
Okay, so at 23, you strike it with the double-bladed scimitar. Go ahead and give me damage. And which one are you attacking? The one to your left or
The
to your
one
right?
that Ro is not attacking, so the other
The one
one.
that Ro is not attacking. Okay.
Yeah. That is an 8.
Okay, so with 8, you strike into it with the scimitar, and you think it should have done a little bit more damage to it than you did, but you did do a little bit as you strike across this thing.
All right. I'll do another attack, not reckless this time.
Okay.
Well, no, it's still reckless. When you initiate reckless, it's for that turn.
It's the whole turn, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm just.
and even if it wasn't, you would still want
Whoa.
it because regardless, they're going to get advantage on you.
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
Well, so that was a 25 to hit.
But that was also what looks like a natural 20, right?
Nat 20, nat 20.
So
yeah.
okay, so critical hit. Go ahead, give me damage on that one.
How do you do
So
damage? when
just
you get a...
so roll for damage, and then it'll be a little button after you roll that says critical or crit hit.
Oh, gotcha. 12.
Ooh.
Okay. So even though it was a mighty strike, it's not quite penetrating as well as you had hoped it would.
Hmm. Okay. And then that is my turn.
Okay. All right, Steel, you are up. And then, of course, Biscuit Cafe, Taryn is on deck.
Then your horde, and then everyone else.
Yeah.
Good.
So, let's see. Biscuit's gonna double move to get right between you two. Cafe's gonna go up and right around, just like as high as possible up that way.
Okay.
I'm going to ready a crossbow, my repeating crossbow, but I'm going to shout, "In the name of Azrir, hold!"
Okay. And you're just getting your
Um,
crossbow ready. You're not.
I'm gonna hold an attack. I want to see if they attack any of my friends, then I'm gonna use my reaction at that point.
Okay.
But to fire at them. But
Okay.
I'm checking to see if they respond to my command.
Okay.
And I say this in Goblin.
Okay.
I speak goblin.
So who else? Yeah. Does anybody else here speak Goblin?
No, I don't speak Goblin. I speak a whole lot of other shit. We're not Goblin.
Okay.
I saw the G, but it's Gnomish. And it's like, oh, no.
Okay. So none of you understand what Steele yelled.
I look over, confuzzled, confused, bewildered.
The only word I'll say that any of you actually probably caught was Azrir. And that's because Steele has probably mentioned him before.
The hell is Azrael?
But you'll have to wait till after to figure out see if you can remember. All right. So next up, you're not doing anything with Biscuit or Cafe.
Neither one really can at this point. I used Biscuit on my bonus action to move him.
Okay.
I would say the only thing Cafe can do right now is take the dodge action.
Okay.
So, Biscuit had to double move to get to where he's at now.
Okay. All right. And you say Cafe is up in the air at this point, right?
Yeah. He went kind of diagonal straight up from me and kind of above. He's keeping an eye on the two close combat fighters.
Okay. All right. Tavern, you are up. Halceris, you are on deck.
Really quick, which one did Echo attack?
So Echo attacked the one just up and to the right of her.
Okay, and then Ro attacked the one
on the far left. Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. And is this a tent or is this like on the floor right here? This orange and
it's a torn.
thing?
It's kind of a torn up tent. It almost looks like it was like, you know how you go to a market and all that.
Okay,
They
yeah,
got, like
I
little
just-
canopies
yeah.
over it.
I just wanted to know if I could get under it.
You can get under it, but it's not going to provide you any kind of cover. Or
That's fine. I just
Yep.
wanted to take position there. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't impeding anything. So yeah, so I'll run here, and running forward, I pull out the Viceroy, say
Okay.
flutter, and it springs forward, and I shoot this fella, number 9, with some arrows.
Okay, go ahead. Give me your first shot as you draw your arrow back and you let it fly.
Oh, wrong thing. Sorry. That's the wrong button. I'm sorry. Ooh, I think that's the right one. The right one right there. That's a nat 20 plus 6 for a 26.
Yeah, so you see that arrow strike hard into the side of this creature.
So that is that's a critical hit. That's 12 damage. When I hit it the first time, the shadow, the little piece of my shadow that attached to Ro,
Okay.
shoots up from her shadow and shoots up and pierces it, and that's what I'm flavoring my sneak attack as.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll find it. So that's an extra D6, which I roll. Ooh, 6.
Nice.
So far, that's 18. I'm gonna mark it as my favorite foe. So that
Okay.
would be, I think, a D4.
Yes.
Hey, Papa.
And it is marked.
And it takes, one D4 damage. So let's roll that. Rolls. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. So that's
Okay.
another 4. So that's what, 22?
So that's 4 points of what kind of damage?
It is the same damage
As the
it is.
Type.
Okay.
It just increases the damage.
Okay.
It is deal
All
damage.
right. That was a big round right there. as you
But I'm
just-
not done. That was the
No,
first.
that was a big first strike. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one. I still got 2 more.
Okay.
So here goes the second one. The 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 is going to find purchase on this guy as well.
And sneak attack is only for 1 attack, right?
You only 1 attack per round.
All right, cool. Just make sure. That's 9 damage added on to that.
Okay. And that one
And then-
strikes it hard into its side too. And you see it leave dents within the side armoring of this creature.
And then 1 more from my Dread Ambusher. Which,
Okay.
and that is a 20 to hit.
That one finds purchase as well, as you're just
I'm hitting it
turning
like
this thing
in
into a
one
pin
spot.
cushion.
I'm hitting like one spot. So the first one went in, and the second one hit to the right of it, and the third one hit down the middle. So it's got 3 arrows sticking out of one hole,
So nice little shot group.
and that's 11 damage. And then for the Dread Ambusher, it takes an extra D8 of the damage type, which is piercing.
Okay.
Let's roll that. And rolled low. Is that 2 damage?
Okay, so you see as all three of these arrows pummel into it, you're actually knocking bits and pieces of the plating off of this thing.
And which one was this one? This one is the one that has wet breath. What kind of breath or whatever?
So this
coming out
one
of
right
his
now
mouth?
has fire coming out of its mouth.
Oh, dibs. I've got dibs.
What did? You're over there.
All right, that was a lot of stuff. Do you have anything else left in the tank, Taryn?
Yeah, but I forgot to do it. So.
Okay.
I was gonna cast Ensnaring Strike, but I forgot to do it, so that's fine. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. All right, Halceris, it is now your turn.
Seeing after hearing Steel yell, is there any change in the demeanor of these creatures that I see?
At this point, no. But go ahead if you want. Give me an insight check real quick.
Okay. Just curious if, because it didn't sound like super threatening how he's insight. Sorry, I'm looking at saving throws. Insight. 10.
It's hard to judge. I mean, the expressions of these things. I mean, they're machines.
Big,
So it's-
big metal monster. Yep.
Yep.
No, 100%. Okay, so I'm going to see that seeing Terran disappear, and then all of a sudden this one on the far left is like ping, 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 ping. I'm going to look at the other three, grab my holy symbol. I'm going to step to steel. But I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to say, sit. And I'd like to cast command at 3rd level with the command to grovel. So they will,
Okay.
if they fail, they'll be prone. They'll use their turn to go prone.
Okay. So as you finish casting your spell, it doesn't seem to have any effect on these creatures at all.
That's kind of what I thought.
Cool.
As if there's no there's nothing there for your spell to kind of latch onto.
They have no souls.
Cool.
Can
Alright.
can I tell him that, like, they can't be charmed. It's the same as Biscuit here. They're constructs.
Cool. It's nice to know that. I will add it to my book.
Yep. All right. Anything else, Halcer?
No, I can't do anything else.
Okay.
I yell out, that didn't work.
I make
It is
notes.
now
Shut up, Tyrion.
It is now these creatures' turn. As the two on the right, hearing your words, Steel, they both stop and slowly start walking towards you. Not making any aggressive movement towards you, but they do seem to be studying you in a way. The other two, however, having been attacked already by your party members, are going to go ahead and fight back. As each of them looks at the group, the one on the far left, with the flames coming out of its mouth, almost looks as if it inhales and lets out a large cone of fire.
Seeing that, I would like. Do they look hurt? Either one of them? Do they look hurt at all?
Yes. So the one that is currently breathing out the flames right now has almost looked like there's parts of them falling off. The other one looks like it has taken a little bit of damage.
I'm gonna take my reaction to shoot him,
Okay.
since he's making an aggressive move against my friends.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, so that is 7, 8, 9, 12, 22 to hit.
22 is gonna hit.
Okay. Nice. That is 11 points of force damage.
11 points of force damage on him. Yeah. No, that strikes solidly right into its side.
And he's still up.
He is still up.
Okay,
Yes.
second shot is a natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
So 18 points of force damage.
Wow. You guys are doing a number on this one as that bolt strikes into it.
And I'm going to use can I dump a branding smite on that?
It's
Yes.
not.
Wait. So branding
No,
smite.
no. It's a bonus action to cast. Never mind.
Yeah.
My bad. It's not. It doesn't react when you do the thing. Yes.
Right.
I already used my bonus action, so I'm good.
Yep. Okay. So this one, the flames well up inside its mouth as it opens its maw. A cone of flames comes shooting out, covering both Roe and Biscuit. I need dexterity saving throws from both Roe and Biscuit, please.
Okay.
Biscuits was a 19.
Okay, so Biscuit succeeded.
No. 21 actually. Yeah.
Okay. Biscuit succeeds. Roe, our
Wow.
dex-based fighter, got a 12. That is a failure.
Yep, I figured.
So as you try to duck out of the way of this jet of flame, Roe, you take 29 points of fire damage.
Yo.
Biscuit will take half as much, so Biscuit will take 14 points of fire damage.
I look hurt. I am very injured.
Well, that was one.
Oh, great. Yeah, just take me out. Why don't you, Phil?
The second one that has been attacked with the frost coming out of its maw looks over, opens its jaws, and a cone of just frost comes spraying over Echo, Biscuit, and Roe. I need all three to do another dex saving throw.
Bro, again.
That's fine though. It's gonna put out the fire. Like it's a fire
Yeah, it-
extinguisher breath.
Mhm.
Dex save.
Definitely.
Yes, dex save.
Oh,
No.
16.
new dice.
It's-
Okay,
That is a 14.
so
Is it
14.
something you can see though?
Yes.
It is.
So
But I'm
it,
not raging.
danger sense isn't a rage ability.
No, yeah, it just
Yeah.
is.
It just is a thing you have as a barbarian.
You do, however, succeed, Echo.
Oh, well, I'll just advantage it anyways. And
Okay.
yeah, that one helped.
Yep. So Echo and Biscuit both succeed on their saving throws. Roe again. This time you take 29 points of
Yeah.
cold damage.
I'm down, team.
As you see, Roe is just pummeled with fire and ice, collapsing to the ground.
Biscuit's not looking very happy either.
All right, that is all four of their turns.
Yes, fishy fighter.
You gotta fix that.
How?
All right,
Uh,
Roe, I need you to go ahead and give me a death saving throw,
Oh,
please.
yeah. Why don't I give you a dead anyway? Oh my god! It's a 7.
Oh.
Okay, that is
That
one
was a
failure.
1. I was like, oh my god.
I thought it
Roe's
was
dead.
12.
Alright, well, it's okay. I already know what I want to play next, guys.
All right, Echo, you are
Oh
now up.
man. Oh man. All right. So I just saw Bro is down, so I'm really mad. I'm gonna rage.
Now it's time. Now it's time.
Oh man. So yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage. See all
Okay.
my scales pop out, my claws unsheath, and my tail whips out, and I'm going to. My heart is pounding really bad right now.
Can't imagine why.
Okay.
I'm basically dead, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to recklessly. I don't even know. Like bite into the one that attacked Roe.
So they
The
both.
cone. The cone won't. It's like the thing's not on fire either, too, right?
No, nothing's on
Okay,
fire.
So I can bite into it and not get burnt.
As long as you don't bite into its mouth, sure.
No, I'll bite like into its shoulder.
Yeah, you can go ahead and bite into its shoulder just fine.
Mouth bite.
Okay, that is a 17 to hit or an 18 to hit. It's close.
So 18, as you go to bite down on this thing, you just bite into it. Go ahead, give me damage.
7 damage.
Okay. Again, you're used to biting things. Not quite piercing through this metal. It's like biting
don't
into a
care.
tin can.
It hurt my friend. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't
And
forget your
then
other tooth.
from my second attack,
Your
I'm
other
going
tooth.
to- so while I'm biting into it, I'm gonna like try and claw as well.
Okay.
Right. 16.
So 16, you go to claw at it, and you're just not able to find purchase with your claws. As this thing's really start, you bit into it, and you just ripping chunks of this thing off.
Okay, and I'm just going to stare at it, really mad, and kind of like glance over Ro and.
Okay. All right, Steel, you are up, followed by your entourage, and then Taryn.
I thought you were saying his aunt.
Yeah, my aunt goes next.
Yes.
Auntie Steele, no.
Auntie, get back.
And repelling from an airship comes Steel's aunt.
Big
See,
bag
I mean-
full of magic bricks.
I mean, a hobgoblin falling into a fight like this is no small business. So first thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually use my bonus action. I'm gonna have Cafe go right there and just gently land on Ro's shoulder
Okay.
and give a little head nudge, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay. As your flying coffee pot lands on Ro, nudges Ro a little bit. How much does Echo gain or Ro gain back?
It's the it comes in gently at Mach 2.
The heat of the coffee pot burns her awake.
Ah! Oh, I think you're
Enjoy.
mute.
You're muted.
I am
'cause of the
muted.
phones.
I am muted because there was lots of doggy sounds.
Yep.
I'm just looking up my spell at higher levels because I am not used to being a healer right now. I haven't had cafe for a while. Let's see. Shush it. Bad. Biscuit. Working.
Biscuit's upset, and rightfully so.
Well, because Biscuit's hurting right now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. Oh, there is Cure Wounds. 2nd level, it's an additional D8, so that is 2D8.
Alright. Cafe's swooped in, giving you a little bit of health back so we can get you back up into the fight.
That's gonna be 13.
13 points of healing to Ro. As you just gas back a weight, feeling both hot and cold at the same time.
Ah!
Yeah.
At this point, you're almost
all right?
looking like two different people. One side of your face is all burnt up, the other side's all frosted over and
Yeah.
chilled.
Yeah,
Hair's
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
scorched.
you're doing all right over there.
All right, Steel. Anything else?
Yes, so I'm going to look the other two, the two machines that are walking closely to me, and I'm going to look at them very sternly and say, again, I say, stop! And if you don't stop them from hurting my friends, you will pay the price. All in
Okay.
goblins. So,
Okay.
and I'm gonna point at the two that have sprayed cones. So I'm gonna tell them to stop them. There.
Okay. All right. And nothing else for Biscuit or Cafe, right? That's pretty much all you've got.
Well, a Biscuit could go. I haven't used my bonus action. Cafe just did his move. So I'll have Biscuit take a bite out of that one that shot fire, because
Okay.
screw that thing. Oh, Biscuit, good boy. It's a 19 plus. So
Biscuit finds purchase on that thing.
perfect, and he is doing his force strike. And so that is a D8. So he does 8 points of force damage to the thing. And he is going to spend one of his repairs.
Okay. As Biscuit bites in, like most dogs do in a fight, they go for the neck. He bites down on the neck of this thing and its head just falls right off.
I never get to use more than one favorite foe attack. Like I always hit him the first time, mark him, get that damage, but never again. I never get more damage from the favorite foe. That was dead before it's my turn again.
I'm always dead.
Pick someone else's foe.
All right, Tavern.
Yeah, I have no idea what Steel is saying, so I'm just gonna. I see one heads fall off. I said, okay. Bonus action, cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
That's the first one. So that's So once again, the arrow turns to it turns viney. The body of the arrow grows vines, and I fire at the one next to Echo, and that will be a 11 hit. Does an 11 hit?
No. So you see the arrow shoot out and it just ricochets off the armor, hits into the steps behind it.
I fire another one. Wow. I used all of my luck last go. So that's a 10 to hit. Does that hit?
It bounces off the other shoulder of this creature and strikes into the stairs as well.
Why won't you die? And I end my turn because I am. That's all my attack. Second turn, I did a bonus action. Oh, I can move. I'll
can still move.
Up, 35 feet under this canopy. Well, yeah, under that canopy.
Okay. All right. Halceris, you are up, followed by the hounds.
Okay. I look to Steel.
Turn?
You
Death
did,
save.
That was
You
my
did a
death.
death save.
My bad.
You missed your turn dying. It's
Wait.
okay.
Thank you.
You have to say it like that.
I turn
I'm
to
sorry.
Steel and say, are you under control? And then I can't wait for a response because Rose over there. So I've got to, I will move. Why am I
you see
getting
me
into a
barking
range?
orders at the two that aren't attacking us.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get close. I don't want to be in range of a breath of weapon, so I'm gonna go over here. And then I will grab, and DM, if you're cool with this, I'd like to use my action. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds again.
Okay.
But I'd like to also, if I can, with bonus action, get Ro onto her feet. Because she would be prone dead right now.
So how much movement did you use to get up there?
28.
So you pretty much used your full movement to get there, so you won't be able to help her up.
Well, can I sacrifice a bonus action to just because I have a hand on her to cast the spell.
Okay, I'll let you use your bonus action to do it, Cher.
Perfect. So just so you're on your feet and not getting hit again.
You reach out with one hand and she grabs it and you cast and yank her up.
Exactly. The good forearm grab too.
Uh-huh,
so it's
yeah,
real
yeah.
badass. I'm gonna go second level just to make sure you're in the fight. So that is Cure Wounds. Cast. Sorry, 1 second. Cure Wounds 1d8 plus 4. And then as a higher level, it's another d8. So 9 plus another 8 is 3. So 12 points of healing back.
12 more points of healing.
Bro, you getting your Heelys? It's nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Says the coward in the tent.
I've realized that I should utilize my beautiful bow that Steel made for me instead of, being up under.
Yep. Hide all you want.
What if before they kill me, huh?
I tried.
All right,
I
Halceris,
did,
that
like,
is the
5
end of your
times.
turn.
Yep, that's all I got.
So next up, we have the dogs. As the two dogs that are staring you down, Steel, they slowly start to back up towards the doors. And they seem to bark out something towards the other one. And he just slowly steps up there as well. Echo, with you raging, do you wish to make an attack of opportunity as it steps out of your...
If I do that, will it like come back to me? I
There's
don't
only one way for you to
You're
find
raging.
out. You are raging.
I am
You
mad.
don't know.
I will take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
I'm just gonna whack at it with my tail. It's an 18 to hit.
18 is gonna hit it. All right, and it looks like we just got some
Inspiration.
random inspiration.
Woohoo. Inspiration.
4. Let's see, 'cause they definitely need it. So we're gonna go with. It's gonna be Steel. You have inspiration.
Yay! Thank you. Much appreciated.
So definitely much needed inspiration there.
That's 8 damage.
Okay, so you strike this thing for 8 damage. You're not quite sinking into it as much as you had hoped.
It's more like it's a fast turn and my tail just whacks at it.
Right, and it halts its movement away, looks at you, and then it goes
Stand
to
my
bite
ground.
down on you.
No! Leave me alone!
And it, because you had attacked recklessly before, it has advantage on the attack. And that is a natural 20 for a 27 to hit.
Actually, it's going to have disadvantage, so it's going to even out.
So does Biscuit need to be within 5 feet of the attacker or the
Of a
person being
creature
attacked?
near of the person. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Sentinel.
Okay, so then that would have canceled it out. So the first roll was a 10. So that misses. Okay, I'm just gonna roll this just to see, because that would have been 20 points of piercing damage had it actually bit into you.
No big deal.
But it misses. And that is the end of their turn. We come back up to the... You do see the two that stepped up by the doors. They kind of sit down almost in a guarding position by the doors. Ro, you are up and conscious.
Great.
What do you
Got
wish to
some-
do?
So question, are we trying to go through those doors?
I believe the question now falls to Steel. I turn to look at him. You know these creatures?
I know they're kind, and looking over them, do they have a maker's mark?
You'll have to go ahead and do something on your turn to see if you can see that, because we are still technically in combat at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, well, I thought we were having a discussion, so we were out of combat.
Yeah. No.
No, I just got excited. So my question really quick, just to recap. So those two are sitting. Number 8 is still up and at us.
Yes, so that one was trying to go back up towards the doors as well. However, because Echo hit it on its way away, it turned around and snapped back at her.
Yeah. Okay. Hey guys. I think they don't want us to go that way. What if we go that way?
Just hold.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
I can't hold a movement and an action, right? I can only hold the action.
Correct.
But you could hold a dash action.
Right.
Yeah, I'll hold it. I'll hold the dash action. If that thing goes for Echo, I'll dash to it.
Okay.
And otherwise I will stay where I am.
Okay.
Just in case they're not trying to come for us.
Okay, the Raging Echo. This thing just bit back at you as you bit it before. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to take my double-bladed scimitar out and slash at it.
All right, go ahead, give me an attack roll. Are you doing this recklessly or no?
No, I'm just doing this plain.
Okay.
A dirty 20.
You strike into it true. Go ahead, give me damage.
Damage. 7 damage.
Okay. Second attack.
All right, yeah, same thing. Not reckless. It doesn't hit. 14.
Yep, no, this time the second swing at it skims right off its armor.
Okay. Can I use a bonus action to attack it with my a melee attack with?
Yep, because of your
Yep,
double-bladed
okay.
scimitar. Yep.
Yeah. Just 1d4. Oh wait, no, I just have to hit first.
Yes, you have. Yep, you have to
That's a
actually.
7. It doesn't do
No.
anything. Cool.
So you're trying to get used to this double-bladed scimitar again. It's been so long. All right. Do you wish to move at all?
No, that'll do an opportunity attack, so I'm gonna just chill.
Okay. All right, Steel, you are up.
I'm gonna say, well, first, I'm going to have Biscuit. Biscuit's gonna interpose between the two, so he's gonna be between it and Echo, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fire a shot at it first.
Okay.
As I'm at. So first shot. 22 to hit.
22 is gonna strike. Yes.
Okay, so 9 points of force damage
Okay.
as I'm slowly walking towards it. And I'm gonna take another shot at it.
Badass.
And that's a 24.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go the rest of my 10 feet, and as I'm doing that, I'm saying, "You were told to sit down." As I walk towards it, and this is in Goblin, and
Yep.
I'm gonna look at Echo and go, "Calm down, Echo."
What was the damage on your second one that hit?
Oh, second one that hit. Didn't even roll damage. 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Does it sit automatically because it's dead?
No. No.
And if it's not down, then Biscuit's also gonna hit it. Biscuit got a 19 on the die, so that's 23.
That's gonna. Yep. That's gonna hit it.
Good boy, Biscuit. 6 points of force damage from Biscuit.
Okay. Points of damage. All right. That's pretty much everything, right?
That's me.
Okay. That's you and your entourage.
Cafe's just still sitting on Rose's shoulder, looking at her, kind of.
All right.
Chirp, bubble.
Taryn, you are up. You notice that the two dogs that are sitting at the top of the stairs are now kind of lowering their heads a little bit, staring at Steel, following his every move.
Yeah, the other one's still attacking, so I'm not even paying much attention to those other guys. So, we take out the threats, the immediate threats. And so the ensnaring strike is still up. So
Yes.
I'm gonna fire off 2 arrows at that fella right there. First arrow is a 14. Does a 14 hit?
It ricochets off the plating of this creature.
Wonderful, amazing. Let's try it again. Ha ha ha! Does a 22 hit?
22. This time it finds purchase in
Yeah.
this creature.
Your butt. That's 7 damage.
Okay.
Sneak attack would be the shadow from Echo and Biscuit. Shoot up and hit it. Sneak is 1d6, right? Yeah. 1d6.
Yep.
Boop. 1. There's an extra 1 damage. And I didn't mark that. And he has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Okay. And that is going to be a 7.
Yeah, now he is ensnared. He's
So-
restrained.
So as you see the arrow strike into it, vines start to form out of the wound and just start wrapping this thing up in almost a cocoon-like.
Wonderful. And it'll take 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
Yep. Okay. Anything else, Taryn?
I fired 2 arrows. No, I don't have another bonus action that I can use to do something
Okay.
awesome.
Okay. Halceris, you're up.
How damaged does this thing look? Do I see components leaking out of it or
Yeah,
anything like that?
A little bit. Yeah, I mean it seems to be taking some hits. It's definitely not on death's door.
Sure. Okay. I'm going to say then that it is in our best interest to stop the conflict. So what I'm going to try to do then is move behind Echo, and can I attempt to like grab Echo and say, calm down, and try to pull her with me away, knowing in my brain that pulling her away won't trigger op attacks.
So go ahead, give me a grapple check on Echo. Echo, do you plan on resisting this?
No.
Okay.
Bottom Echo.
Your
So then
dad
just
at a
in-
soccer match pulling you off of some other kid.
That's basically what's going on here, yeah.
So then is that just athletics to pull
Okay.
her since it's
Oh, well,
her-
so seeing how she is not resisting, you grab Echo and you start pulling her back away from this thing.
Mhm. Yeah,
So-
and I with because that was about 10, so half movement pulling
you-
back.
Would be another
just gonna
10
try
feet,
to-
yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull her back next to Ro with
Okay.
us, and then
Yep. so you're-
Alceris pulls out his clicker and starts clicking at her and pulls her back.
the the holy spritzer bottle, and it's no.
Down blue.
Down. No more rage. Down.
All right.
Stop it.
I know it's not my turn, but can I like drop my rage, or do I have to wait until my turn to do that?
So I think it says you have to use a bonus action to end it.
And
I
you're
think
What are you doing?
it's just a free action on your turn though.
okay.
Is
I
it
can-
okay?
out.
Okay.
I'll still be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're still like trying to like let me at him. Let me at him.
at him.
All right. So next up is these creatures' turn. The two that are sitting next to the doors. You see where the one on the left, it had that electrical static energy in its mouth, now turns to a bright red flame. And the one on the right, instead of the dripping acid from its maw, it changes to a cold chill. And the one struggling is going to attempt to break free, but it does. You said it takes 1d6 damage on
Yeah.
its turn, right? So go ahead and give me that damage.
Do 1d6 is all I need. 5.
Okay. And it attempts to break free of these stuff, and it gets a 6 as the vines just keep wrapping themselves around this thing.
Does something happen when you fail again? I'll make sure.
I don't believe so. I think
I just wanted
stays-
to make
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
It
happens
just-
again.
Yeah, it just stays. It stays like a good boy.
Like a good boy.
All right, we are now back up to the top of the round with Ro.
I mean, I think that we're kind of trying to defuse the situation, so I'll probably stay put. I
Okay.
will behold a dash action.
Okay.
And I'll put a hand on Echo and be like, "You got it? You good?"
All right, Echo, are you good? As it is now your turn.
I see that Ro is up and standing and everything, and I'm like, and I'll still drop the rage. I'm like, I'm good. Sorry, just I got scared and
You got scared. You're telling me.
Okay, it's all right. We're
Okay.
fine. We're fine.
All right,
That's
Steel.
fine.
What are you doing?
All right. I'm going to walk up to the one right here. I'm gonna say, calm. In the name of Asrir, calm yourself. And then I'm going to cast mending on Biscuit.
Okay.
To get him some hit points.
Okay. And
So
when you said when you were talking to the hound, did you say that in Goblin as well?
yes.
Okay. So none of y'all understand what's going on. You just know that you hear, and you've heard him speak Goblin before. You just don't know what he's saying.
Mostly curse words.
Mostly curse words. Yes.
I hit my thumb with a hammer, and you just
Exactly.
hear goblin curses.
Yep. Okay. So
That that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
And Biscuit's gonna sit and watch and see what it does.
all right. So Taryn, are you doing anything?
I want to walk over to the dead hound, or not working anymore,
Okay.
malfunctioning hound, and collect those arrows that I hit it with.
So you haven't. Let's see. You hit it with what?
3.
3 arrows. You are able to recover 2.
All right. I stand like with one foot perched on it, and just ready an arrow,
Okay.
just in case those other 3 decide to, act up.
Okay.
Ready.
All right, Halceris.
I think it's watching Steel, seeing that it's sort of a like a calm down, but I just don't understand what he's saying.
Right.
I'm going to step ahead of Ro and Echo, interposing myself to the front, like, because I think like pulling Echo back was like an arm around like the back of her, kind of like on the neck chest thing, and so like seeing she's back, I'm gonna like tussle her hair, be like,
How did you reach up there, Halceris?
I am tall when I need to be. Oh, I didn't see you over there in those tents again. Oh, good. I forget you're here sometimes. But then
one with the shadows.
Sure.
And you see
And
the shadows swirl.
One with that and the sullied tarps over there. Cool. But then, I will just
One with the
move
refuse.
to. Moving there, I will hold a Toll the Dead if it starts attacking again.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm just gonna shield up, ready if it breaks.
Okay. All right. This time, those 2 still just staring at the group now. The one wrapped in the vines starts thrashing around, snapping the ensnaring vines with a 17, and stands up. Yep.
So it would.
It still takes a d6 a damage.
Yeah, it takes a
yes.
d6, and then at
Yes.
the end of its turn. Yeah, all right, cool. Just
Yep.
making sure that was 17. That's the longest that ever worked, guys. Feel pretty good about myself. Get 1 damage. Just one of them. Take that, punk.
And this time it is able to break free of the vines, as it now just kind of sits there, and it plops its butt down as well.
Yeah, that's right. I've conquered the
let's
beast.
see. Okay. And it's just now staring at you. And it slowly just kind of motions its head towards the doors, entering the castle. At this point, we will go ahead and back out of initiative for now, as it seems that
now.
these three remaining hounds are allowing you to pass and enter Castle Wynarn. if you so choose.
I'm looking at steel.
I'm gonna look at the one that sat right in front of me, and I'm gonna cast a mending spell on it,
Okay.
and I will give it
What?
14 hit points back.
Oh, okay.
I worked so hard to get it down there, and you just undid all of that.
And I will say, and all in Goblin, good job. He is inside. Your master.
You don't get any kind of response from that. Just looks at you.
I turn to the rest of the group and says, "What the hell is going on?"
Asrir, is he inside?
It kind of turns its head a little bit, kind of looking at you, almost as if it seems to be thinking, and then just kind of almost without actually really thinking about it, it seems to almost be like it's licking its paw, even though there's no tongue for it to actually use to lick.
Weird.
Just breathing a little bit of fire on its paw or ice
So
or whatever.
this one still has like that cold breath to it, but it's picking its paw up and just kind of rubbing its maw over it like it's licking its paw, like you see a normal dog would do.
It doesn't.
But
what's
there's
going
no
on?
tongue or anything like that.
There's no tongue there. He's just. Why is he motioning?
I moved to steel. What is happening here?
Do I see a Maker's Mark now?
Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
I'll pick up the rest of the arrows that I missed with. And see-
That was a
I'm
natural
just-
20.
I'm just.
With a natural 20,
That's
So
a
tired.
26.
so looking over these three creatures,
Actually, hold on. That would be more than that, I think. But yes, continue.
yeah, I mean it's still a natural 20. You looking over it and you do find a Maker's Mark on there. Looking fairly familiar, but something different about it. It does seem to be a very similar symbol of your former master, Asrir. But go ahead and describe this, what the symbol looks like for us, please.
So it's basically like the medical cross with like a claw with five like almost like a paw print like claws that go across the top of it.
Okay.
I will draw one here and I'll hold it up in
Yep.
a second. Continue.
No worries. So, as you're looking at it, you see that symbol, but it's distorted in a way to where the paw that you see at the top is repeated down at the bottom as well.
So there's the cross, and then there's like the paw and a paw on the bottom.
yes.
And you said it's distorted, or that's just
well, so it's different. So whereas normally it's like that regular cross looking like
It would look
that.
Like that. Gotcha.
like that, and then now there's claw marks on
the
like,
bottom.
mirrored on the bottom. Yeah.
Right, so there's claw marks mirrored on the bottom, and the cross that's in the center is actually angled about 45 degrees or so to where it now shows X.
Okay.
But you find that same similar mark around where the nape of the neck of these hounds would be. What do you all wish to do?
Can I make a like I'm next to Steel as he's looking for that? I have a pretty high passive perception.
Okay.
Do I see that mark as well?
Because you see Steele looking for it specifically, and you see him actually find it and start studying it, you do see it, yes.
Can I make a history check if I have ever seen anything like that before?
Yep, go ahead.
19 on the die makes it a 27.
So with a 27, you have not actually. This is something you have never seen before. You've seen the mark that Steele has showed you of Azrir from before.
Sure.
So you do recognize the same similarities, but you've never seen it in this sort of configuration before.
Is this the work of your master?
Yeah, I think it is. Come on, we should head inside.
After you.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the one that sat and say, lead the way.
So you see it just sort of look at you, and it slowly turns and starts to walk through the front door of the castle. As you walk in, you enter the main entry hall of Castle Wynarn. The marble floors cracked and broken in many different places. The marble pillars lining each side of this hallway, standing tall. Some of them half broken, some of them got large chunks of the marble ripped out of them. And looking around, you see what looks to be hastily made wooden barricades and the lifeless bodies of around maybe a dozen and a half individuals, looking as if they were torn to shreds by what you could probably guess are these hounds that you were just interacted with, scattered hiding behind these barricades. Along the left wall of this entry hall, you see portraits hanging. Portraits of each of the members of the royal family of Seer, the king, queen, and even Prince Orgev himself. Along the right side, you see shields and swords adorning and decoration along the hallway. At the end of this large entryway corridor, you see a set of double doors. Half of them are still on the hinges. The other half looks like they have been smashed outward from within the throne room. More barricades around this, as if the people who are staying here were fighting to keep something in the throne room instead of trying to keep something out. And that is where we're going to go ahead and pick up after we take a quick break, as you are now within Castle Wynarn. So we're just going to take a quick minute, 5 minutes. We will be back shortly to go ahead and continue our exploration of Castle Wynarn. We will be back soon. All right, everybody, welcome back. Went out, took a quick short break. Right before we left off, our group had managed to worm their way out of a very deadly encounter with some mechanical hounds, as one of our adventurers had fallen due to the breath of a couple of these hounds.
And it wasn't me this time.
And it was not Taryn. Before we go ahead and get back into the exploration of Castle Wynarn, however, we just got a few quick announcements we want to run through with you real quick. What you got for everybody, Brandon? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Never mind me. Never mind. I am completely off my game today.
Don't mind me. I will do a pantomime.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway.
You say off your game, so you're telling me that the two wolves that took out Ro was off your game?
Yeah. No, I'm kind of out of it.
Yeah, he was looking for a whole TPK, not just one person.
And he never mentioned who went down.
No, but everybody who was watching before we went on break knew.
They saw it. Can't hide from that.
And it is going to be, over on YouTube of it later on after we upload this, so you can go ahead and watch it again in all its glory.
It's on the internet. It's there forever.
So, as our adventurers follow the lead of one of these mechanical hounds into Castle Wynarn and entered the entry hall where you saw all sorts of ornate shields on one side of the wall, the paintings of the royal family of Seer on the left side, and just battered and destroyed barricades and the dead bodies of individuals who looked like they were fighting against possibly these hounds or other creatures, trying to keep them located within what appears to have been the entrance to the throne room. And let me see, House Saris, you have, or passive perception, actually House Saris and Taryn, you both, your passive perceptions, as you are walking through, something about the portrait of Prince Orgev catches your attention. Something seems off with it.
I walk up to it. Something about this portrait of Orgev is catching my attention. It seems a little off. And I turn.
Well put.
I turn to Steele and say, I noticed it too, but I wasn't going to be showy about it.
I perceive it as well.
I mean, he wants to make sure we can see him now.
What?
Now that I calmed the beasts.
So, as this kind of catches your eye, you all go kind of take a closer look at it. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All of us, or just
whoever is going to be the one to take the lead on checking this painting out.
Well, I'm there first, so I'll just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Going for it. Darren's taking it.
All right.
With your awesome investigation.
This is a lot of pressure now. I don't.
Yeah. No, you run right in. You got it.
My investigation.
I mean.
So I am going to go ahead and give you advantage because everybody is kind of there with you. So that 9 that you just rolled doesn't stick.
The advantage comes from the fear of failing in front of everybody.
That's a 21.
So with a 21, because you relied on your friends for assistance. As you're looking at this picture, you guys have spent the last couple years living in New Seer and seeing the mayor of New Seer, Prince Orgev, more than occasionally. The person you are looking at in the painting, while looking very similar, doesn't quite look like the person that you all have come to know over the last 2 years.
So that's not the Orgif we know
That's
and
different.
love so deeply. Look at his nose. It's not quite the same. His eyes are more slanted. I'm not crazy, right?
That's not a question here.
Can I make DM just in my own head, or if I need to make a check, or if you just tell me, can I put together that it's possibility that changelings, like copying a picture over and over again, like might change, like certain things about it might distort the image over time?
Yeah,
Could I
go
put
ahead.
together that?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a history check.
After Ro said, "Oh, that's a damn good history check."
Yeah,
After Rose says that, sorry.
No.
After Rose says that, I call her over and say, "Hey, come here.
Okay, so Halceris with a 26. You do know that changelings do occasionally occasionally change their personas a little bit to make it look like they're aging, or for stuff like that. This doesn't quite seem to be that, because you know that, given your history and your background, that the royal family of Seer were all human. However, something you also do recall is that a lot of times, especially during the war, for security reasons, members of the royal family would often have what's the word? They would have decoys or
Stand-ins.
doubles, stand-ins, to help
Fam.
as their
Red
public
herrings.
face, to help protect them from assassination.
That's nice. When I call Ro over, I flicker on her forehead. And,
Do I lose
and-
a hit point?
no, I cast Cure Wounds. When I flicker at a second level, so that's Jesus Christ, that's a waste.
All right, so that's 6 points
Yes,
of healing to
6.
you, Ro.
6 healing.
Out of the what could I the 16 I could have gotten.
Out of the 16,
Yep.
actually the 18 you could have gotten.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you got 1/3 of what you could have got.
Third.
What?
That's what I get for
Anyway.
being nice.
My arm feels better, but my head kind of stinks.
So, Halceris, what are you going to do with this recollection?
I think it is very interesting, but right now I think there is more pressing issues to be dealt with, so I will keep it to myself for now.
Okay.
I will say, as kind of, I think as Taryn's doing that whole spiel in front of I'm just kind of quietly pondering, and then I look to Steele. I say, we should probably proceed. I do not wish to spend any more time here than we need to.
Agreed.
Okay. So, as you proceed further into the main entryway, it kind of branches off into a couple hallways, one going off to each side. And inwards a little more, you do see the large set of what used to be the double doors leading into the throne room, where one of those mechanical hounds that was leading you in now sits obediently next to the shattered doors, as if waiting for you.
Does it look like butt wiggly happy, or is it just sitting?
Is just sitting there staring at you.
But what kind of
Particularly,
stare? Is it just like a curious stare, or is it
no,
like-
so it is more staring directly at Steele, almost watching his every move.
Steel. How do you say
Huh?
what's up? How do
What?
you say what's up in Was it? What were you speaking? Goblin?
Yeah, goblin. Roughly.
Can you say one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the
You got it.
pronunciation is right.
La.
La.
It's like in your nose. In your nose. Yeah.
Tyrion is looking at this and with a look of both disgust and amazement. What is happening right now?
Yeah, how do you say scritches?
Scritches?
Scritches.
I think perhaps these are not dogs for to scratch.
So there's also there's not a lot of like cuddly terms in Goblin. The closest would be like scratches and like claw your eyes out, but
What about like? Can you say the word like nice scratch? Like nice claw?
Would that be like nice attack that you hurt someone with?
yeah, not exactly. I mean, it would be close.
Non-lethal.
I was gonna say, yeah, with this group, the whole concept of non-lethal. I mean, come on now.
I would say if you were talking to a goblin, they might laugh at you, but they would understand. These guys probably don't have that big of a nuance of language.
That's fine. I just wanted to say, hey, what's up? And I try and communicate with that one dog that's staring down Steel.
So as you try to get its attention, and you kind of stand in its line of sight, it shifts itself to where it can still see Steel.
Oh, it shits away from me. I got excited.
No,
Wow.
it seems to be very intent on watching every move that Steel makes.
How come he gets all the dogs?
I know. I want a pet.
With in hearing that, you just Biscuit just walks up and like cuddle he's trying to cuddle with you, but he's got it's the all metallic side, and he's just scraping his metal armor across your leg.
Thank you.
So now keep in mind that these hounds that you are fighting, they're not like large dogs or large wolves. These things are roughly the size of a large bear.
Made them more enticing to us. You realize that?
I know. That's just more fluff to.
There is no fluff.
No fluff,
They're
none at all.
metal.
No. Imaginary fluff, feelings fluff,
Yeah.
animal feeling fluff.
As you try to hug this dishwasher or small Buick, like,
Okay, dishwasher.
So I just figured it out. All I got to do now is introduce you all to these little pink and purple fluff balls that you
Yeah.
can take with you
Like
everywhere.
the unicorn, except when it wasn't a zombie.
No.
kill it on sight.
Yeah, I don't know how many of y'all catch that. But yeah, anyway.
I'm going to, though, as we go in, seeing how this dog is staring down Steel, he's obviously what's important here. I'm going to come up behind, put a hand, I realize she's so tall, hand on his back, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on Steel.
Okay.
Because it feels like he might be kind of the cornerstone here.
Okay, which enhanced ability are you giving?
I will give him the Eagle Splendor,
Which is
because
an advantage on all wisdom saving throws, correct?
charisma, all charisma ability checks, not
Oh, okay.
saving throws.
Oh, it's charisma ability checks. Okay.
Charisma, yeah, all checks with charisma, because I feel like he's
I'm thinking of the owl one, I think, is the wisdom one. Yeah. Okay.
so different bird, but yeah.
Yep.
So just because I have a feeling that he is like kind of the centerpiece here. So
Before you do that,
you're gonna do it
I
to
need
me.
you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
We went through a whole battle
I
thought
know.
we were out of this. I thought
And
this was fine now.
no, it wasn't, and I completely forgot about it during the battle.
26. I do it. It's mine. I
Yeah.
can cast spells.
Yes, you can
Do
cast
it.
spells. Yes. See, add in another mechanic in there. Sometimes you forget it's there, and you get wrapped up in the joy of knocking out a player. And well,
Yeah, let's just keep. Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Yeah, so you,
someone else's turn.
yep. So you cast Enhance Ability
It lasts for an
steel.
hour.
for an hour. Okay. So what are you all doing now?
Following Steel.
We should let's see. So we're in the throne room area.
So not quite yet. You have. So the
Okay,
throne
then
room.
I'm gonna start walking towards the throne room then.
Okay. All right. So as you approach the throne room, the dog this large hound just keeps watching and watches you walk past in through the doors. As you enter the throne room, you see some similar barricades scattered throughout the throne room with more bodies of individuals just scattered around the floor. As you look up at the two throne chairs, you see sitting in one of the chairs a lone figure. This figure is that of a warforged. And as you slowly approach, you begin to notice that this is not like any of the warforged you have seen up to this point. This one seems to be very finely made, where you see gold and silver trim along all the different accents, along its brow and its collarbone area, the ridges of its eyes and stuff, all just decked out in a set of what looks to be bluish diplomat robes, as it just calmly sits there, hands kind of, fingers interlocked in front of it, as if waiting.
Hello.
As you say that, you see its eyes kind of open up. And it leans forward a little bit. It's good to see you, my boy. How you doing? As you don't recognize this Warforged, but Steel, you definitely recognize the voice coming from this Warforged. As the voice of Azrir, your mentor from back in your tribe or your clan.
Do I clock Steel's recognition?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Or would that just be passive or?
Yeah, I guess that would kind of be a passive insight. What is your passive insight?
It's not listed on this one. Real quick, hold on. Passive insight
So
is.
It should just be
Passive-
10 plus your insight. Modifier.
Insight is 17.
Passive
Okay.
perception is all the way to the top, under like.
Okay.
Not
Your-
perception, but this is insight.
right.
Oh
insight.
shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah,
wow,
no,
I'm
and
tripping.
It's
But it's
not
the
one
same.
it's not one that's used a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah, you do kind of get the sense that almost as if maybe Steel was expecting the voice, but not quite where it was coming from.
Keep to myself.
So you finally decided to come back to me.
Come back to you. I just fell off a ship that crashed 2 years ago that's currently flying in some kind of weird astral phasing shift. I thought you were just a bad dream.
No. Maybe for some, but not all. Who are your friends?
We're the Fallen Star Company.
So this is the group you abandoned me for?
No. Your memory's old, my friend. It has been some time.
That it has, boy. That it has. So have you come to join me?
Join you in what, exactly?
In ridding this world of the foul flesh.
Is this you now? A tin can?
I am us. As you all now hear those 3 hounds slowly walking into the throne room behind you. They all just slowly start approaching. They don't seem to be hostile towards you, but they're just sort of start working their way around you as if they're heading up towards the throne. Why have you come, if not to join me?
Passing through, that's all. Didn't even know you were here until I saw your dogs. It's funny. I've got one of my own, actually.
I see that. Shoddy work.
Heh. Yeah, you try making one out of parts left over.
Don't need to now. That's why you all in Metro. And as he asks that, you all hear that same loud roar that you heard before coming from somewhere towards the back of the throne room.
Do I recognize that sound?
Go ahead, give me a insight check. Or no,
Insight?
we'll go with perception. Well, no, we'll go with perception. We'll go with perception.
Okay.
Can I make any kind of check, or the rest of us too, to have we ever heard any sort of roll or roar like this?
Absolutely.
Is it perception, or can I use history or something of that nature? Would that make a difference?
I'll let you use history, sure.
Okay, then it's a dirty 20.
Okay, so the dirty 20, you've never heard it before. At least not this exact voice or this exact noise. You can pick up a mechanical tone to it though. And it sounds like it's coming from something very large.
So I have some experience being around the creation of Warforged.
Yep.
Is this a sound that, like, is this what I think or worry that it is I guess my issue. In my head, I'm thinking, I see his body. I'm wondering if they've reignited something here.
So this sounds like a creature
Okay.
mixed with a machine.
It sounds like a creation of his.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Yep.
Okay.
Halceris, you had a question?
I rolled the history too, if that's okay, but I got a nat 20. Can I discern what creature this might be? I hear the metallic elements, probably not. I know it's wrong.
Right. You catch the metallic kind of tones to it as well, but it sounds very similar to something you heard when you first searched the downed airship.
Giant that
I
they're making.
You doing okay, Halceris?
yeah, doing great. Doing great. As the cold sweat beads around like my neck, I look to Steel with just like kind of concerned eyes, like, are you clocking this?
What are the rest of y'all doing?
I clocked how Sarah's clocking whatever he clocked and the cold sweat, and I'm like,
I clock Tyrion clocking Halceris.
and I said, and I
I'm
say,
kidding. I was actually I was gonna say that I see that, like, do we see the sweat on Halceris? Like, do we see him?
This is like a scene out of a Tarantino film where like it's red, looks at pink, looks at white, looks at like.
Can we just do that? Just keep it at that. Because I am so lost.
Sarah's, what are you thinking?
Okay.
So, I guess y'all don't appreciate my help, then, do you?
Okay, well,
What?
Excuse me, Steel, would you mind introducing us to this?
Yeah, what's your name?
This,
This is a warforged wannabe creature that used to think it was my teacher. Azrir.
He just kind of leans forward. He's like, "Oh, we are Azrir."
that's some
What?
joy you've got going there, or are you just?
Why is everyone in our and from our past so angry?
And kind of rude, right?
Oh, come on.
No one
Anyways,
just comes with our crown.
When
so Steel, are we what are we doing here? Just
I
I
need, let me just take a minute.
I'll be here, and I point an arrow at him. Just say the word, and I back up and I point an arrow.
As you point that arrow at him,
No,
all
don't do that.
three of the
Dogs.
large hounds stand up and just get down like they're about ready to jump.
Yeah,
on
I
you.
was gonna. You
My
know.
hand down and
We-
just kind of lower it.
We took one out. I'll take another one out. I'll do it.
Don't remind
I'll
that.
sacrifice Rogan.
At this point, you see the energy
No.
starting to crackle in the maws of each of these creatures.
Tell them to back down.
My shadows flare.
No, hey, this is not a measuring contest. Shh.
Calm down. Just, you know that one arrow is not going to make a difference.
I try saying, "Hey,
Tell-
what's up?" again in Goblin to the dogs to see what distracts them.
They don't respond at all. They're all three are now fixed directly on Terran.
But I look at Azra and I said, sit them down. Your hollow threats are ridiculous. We have catching up to do.
As you say that, all three of the hounds let out a jet, a cone of elemental energy, one of fire, one of cold, and one of lightning, that all fall just short of every one of the party members.
I stand my ground.
I've whacked Taryn.
Did we not?
Obviously,
Don't talk to me about empty threats.
What is-
These threats are empty.
Terran, stop.
I think we should all just take a moment here and take a deep breath. And I'm like whispering to Dwarforge, breathe.
Obviously,
Anyways,
there's something to say. What do you want?
First, Tyrion, sit down and be quiet, or else you may go.
You know what? All right.
And
I lower the bow. I don't put it away. I lower it.
And you see, as you lower it, you see the three hounds kind of relax their posture a little bit.
Now, my former teacher, tell me, when did you leave the clan?
A few years ago. Couldn't get what I needed from them anymore. And my body was on its last leg.
I thought you looked forward to retiring.
Wow, I did. Until my only pupil ran out on me.
I ran out on no one. I took up the call, as I am to do. I served my clan.
You were to replace me. So instead, I had to find another way.
The clan would have moved on. You know it. They don't need you.
At this point, all of you hear metallic footsteps coming from behind you. And as you turn and kind of look around, you see another one of these very fanciful looking Warforged comes walking into the throne room. And you hear the same voice coming from this one as the same one that's sitting up on the throne. Yeah, they kicked me out. All my mad experiments, they said. And he slowly just kind of walks his way over towards the other chair up on the throne. But we are going to be the ones laughing in the end.
And who's we?
Us. Azria. And you sit, this time they both speak that at the same exact time, with the same exact tone.
If more of these guys keep coming, I don't think I have enough arrows for that.
How many times do you think you can copy your soul?
How little you know. The soul is one of the faults of the flesh. Once you shed the flesh away, possibilities are endless.
Isn't that painful?
With that, I'm going to, in Goblin, return to him and look at the two of them, and I'm going to say, "You are no longer of the clan," and I'm going to spit on the ground. I'm just going to...
You act like that's a bad thing. When's the last time you've been home?
I have no need of the clan. I never said that I was, but I am still a hobgoblin.
You are. We, as you see, are not. We have shed our flesh. We are now everywhere. We see everything that is going on. Yes, Halceris.
Just, yeah, because what's happening here, and this might be just batshit, but can I make like an Arcana check to see, because after Steele says copy soul, Halceris was running under the assumption that this was a form of remote control, like drone aspect.
Okay.
Does this appear that, or does this appear like, because I'm familiar with Warforged too.
Right.
Does this look like two Warforged that are identical in spirit, I guess?
Okay. Go ahead, give me an Arcana check. Yeah.
Great Arcana.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, not great at Arcana, but a nat 20 is not bad.
Not
Okay.
bad.
That's
So-
nice. That's nice.
So for a 22. Okay. Yeah, so you're familiar with the creation of Warforged,
Mhm.
and that it requires a creation forge in order to impart the soul into a Warforged to make it its own person.
Sure.
The way these two are acting, and you kind of get this magical sense of it, is that they do each seem to have their own personalized soul, but they're acting as one. It's kind of it's kind of hard to differentiate it. It's
No, yeah.
each one seems to be its own, but yet is speaking as one.
Yeah, because I think too, because I know Warforged can be built kind of mass produced, but they're still individual units.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that these are two Warforged that are the same is eerie. Okay, sorry, I was
Yep.
just for my own
Nope.
notes.
No? Anything else the rest of you want to do? Ro? No? Echo?
I'm so lost.
Yes.
I'm just like, what is going on? I'm still caught up in when he said you gotta tear off your skin to open up possibilities, and I'm just like looking at my
Oh, you gotta
skin.
unflesh.
I see.
It hurt.
Can I, like, obviously, I like this dude gives me the heebie-jeebies, but like, is there anything that? No, you know what? No, heebie-jeebies. Yeah, that really covered it. Cool.
Just straight up
Does he have
heebie-jeebies.
any redeeming qualities?
It's
Um,
I wanna do two things.
Is it going to cause the party to wipe?
I hope not, because it'd be crazy if it does. So I hope not. It's not any action. I'm just keeping my eye on all the moving parts in this room.
Okay.
I'm gonna utilize this high passive perception. So I'm just keeping an eye on all the moving parts and try to stay on top of whatever action may or may not take off while we're in here.
Okay.
And the second thing I want to do is in Elvish, since everyone's talking in Goblin and all this, in Elvish, I want to say, well, there's a lot of weird things happening lately. And that's it.
Okay.
Just in Elvish, that's all I wanted to say. Sure, everyone
All right.
except how Sarah just was like, what?
So one of the Warforged just kind of looks down. So how was the tunnel, by the way?
It's talking to me.
Just to the group.
Or in common.
Yeah, no. So yeah, no.
How was
They've
the
been
what?
speaking in common the whole time.
Oh, I thought maybe he answered Taryn and Elvish. Okay.
Oh no.
What did he say? How was the what?
How was the
Tunnel.
tunnel?
You mean the glass, the awful, terrible tunnel? That tunnel?
Yeah. Y'all seem to be lost in there for a bit.
Oh, it was actually really nice. We got some quality time with some ooze.
Mm.
Is that you're doing?
Played some games. You know.
And how is it y'all managed to escape when no one else could?
We're pretty talented like that.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think
we're just
Sheer
that good.
effort.
Yeah.
I think some relationships still require a little bit of mystery. So
Hmm.
Is that your doing? Were you involved in the creation of that nonsense, or?
Not its creation. Maybe your escape. I saw you in there, Steel. I was even tempted to call you to me.
and what do you think that would accomplish?
give you another chance to join me.
I don't even know you.
Sure you do. But I suppose if you really want to know who we are, all you have to do is go look at the forge.
And which forge did you take?
Better question is, which forge have we not?
No, it's not. If I want to find you, because I know that you're in there somewhere, beyond the metal bits.
You know where I am. You've seen it. You were so close
enough.
in that tunnel. Come to making. Come find me. But you can always look
Maybe.
at the forge here. For there is a forge underneath this castle.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Those individuals from the 12 thought that they could come and destroy the forges because they're scared of us.
I don't think it's Warforged that scare them. We've met plenty. It's you.
Again,
What you're doing to the Warforged is an abomination.
what is it you think we are doing?
These creatures don't have their autonomy. And you know
Yes.
that.
That is where you are wrong. Go ahead. Head below. See for yourself the brilliance in my usage of these forges. Now, when you have seen, then maybe you'll come join me. What do you say?
And what do you... Why? What do you want from me?
You were a brilliant pupil. Together, we can finish what I've started. Ridding this world of the flesh.
I have no desire to rid this world of anything. Except maybe the wars that started all of this. You don't know. You were not there. You hid behind the tribe, and you stayed home and grew old and fat.
Not anymore. As you see now, both of the Warforged stand up in front of the thrones. And very eerily, simultaneously, each step as they walk closer towards you in complete unison.
Just trying to make up for what you lack.
I lack nothing now. And you just kind of you see them each just kind of look at the rest of the group one by one.
If you
How
want
long-
me, you'll have to come get me. You can come find. We have business elsewhere. I'm done talking to your vessels. when you want to speak, I assume you'll find me.
Okay. Then you're just not gonna make it out of here alive. As all three of the hounds kind of stand up and slowly start working their way towards the door.
If you choose to become my enemy right now, I promise you we will dismantle every forge we can find.
They will just kind of look at you, step to the side to where they're kind of almost facing each other on either side of the thrones. They gesture their hands towards the back behind the thrones. The entrance is that way. Why not start here?
I would rather leave.
At that point, you hear another loud roar coming from behind the thrones. Follow-
Perhaps.
So this time, however, you do hear pain screams coming shortly behind it. And almost an electrical static charge comes through the air. Halceris, you're kind of familiar with that. And Steel, you are too a little bit. It almost feels as if a creation forge has just been activated.
They were. How many do you possess?
All of them.
All of
Impossible.
what?
They've been destroyed.
You think they were destroyed? The 12. Oh. Does he kind of look at you, Halceris? Your friends never succeeded in their task. All the forges are ours now.
Impossible.
See for yourself.
I'll make my way.
I go downstairs.
All right, so you start heading towards the back of the throne room.
Like kind of like all right, are we going? We're going, but I'm like staying like facing as many of the enemies as I can.
Like sidestepping away so you don't turn your back.
Yeah, we're like back to back, like
Good luck with those bodies of yours. Who knows, maybe when you're there, we can give you a new one.
Who was he saying that to?
us.
All of us.
All of you.
I wasn't sure. I'm so uncomfortable.
Man, still quite a friend you have here.
I don't have friends here.
I look around to the group.
As I
Yeah.
make my way, as I make
I'm
my
not talking to
way
you.
towards the, towards the back, can I do a perception check to see? Because this is a palace, and that
Yep.
means multiple ways of egress.
Yes.
So, can I clock any like side doors that look like they're gonna lead out? Like,
Yes, so you do see on either side of where the thrones are, you do see a couple ornate doors on each side that looking from a normal layout would probably lead to different parts of the castle and stuff like that, maybe even the chambers or meeting rooms and stuff like that. And as you get towards the thrones themselves, behind them, you do see a solid wooden door that just in the very center of the back wall that seems to be closed shut.
Yeah.
Open it. Well, I stand like to the side. You said it's a solid.
Yeah, so it looks like a very heavy, solid, like oak door.
Oh, okay, so I wouldn't be able to stand like to the side of the frame and kind of open it to peek in.
Yeah. So
Does it
as you
swing? Does it swing out or in? Does it swing
swings
towards
inward.
me?
No,
Okay,
it swings away from the throne room. So
Okay,
it goes
so-
into whatever's on the other side.
All right, so this is what I do. I take up a position on the side of it by the door handle,
Okay.
and I open it, and I with my back to it, so I open it slowly, and I gesture that the rest of the party don't stand like directly in front of the door.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like so stand to the side opposite of me. So and I slowly open the door to see what it reveals.
Okay. So as you open it up, you see a staircase that descends downward, maybe 15 feet, and then juts off to the left.
I looked back and said, "So, what's the plan?"
I like to steal. We can fight our way out, but if he truly has a forge, that is very disheartening.
I have a feeling he has exactly as many forges as he is saying. And I can tell you fairly securely that he has the full run of making to himself.
I think I take
That-
a step back.
We need to. We will look, but we should find a chance to escape.
Okay, hearing that, I'm going to turn to him and say, like, so we're kind of not huddled up, but like, because we're making our way towards the door. Say, do you wish to make an exit? Should we try to just rush?
Let's wait for our opportunity.
Okay.
Let's go see what his strength is here.
At this point, you all hear another loud roar. Except this time it's louder as you hear it echoing up from the stairwell, followed by more screams. What sounds to be maybe 2 or 3 individuals also coming from the same direction.
It's not like this one bit.
What do you all wish to do?
Sally forth.
Yeah, we just head down the stairs, start walking.
Okay. As you start, no,
And
yeah.
as we're going, Ro, how you feeling?
50 points better.
I'll hand her my last health potion. Just here.
Like,
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and take the health potion. Okay, it's
2d4 plus
2d4
2.
plus 2. Yep.
Why not just 1d8 plus 2?
5 plus 2, 7.
2d4 actually guarantees you a higher number.
Yeah.
That's true.
Minimum
Minimum
is
of
true.
2.
Yep.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
2d6
I'm
is technically better than a
definitely looking
d12.
Definitely looking better.
Yeah, but the chances of getting a 12 are high or lower than just on a d12.
Correct. Yes.
All
But
right.
there's 0 chance of getting a 1.
So, as you all start to descend this stairwell, the stairs go down 15 feet at a time and then make a turn to the left, almost like a squared off spiral staircase kind of going straight down. After
And it's just, sorry,
No.
it's just surrounded by a wall, right?
yes,
just like-
it is just, it's all worked stone
Hmm.
on these walls. Every once in a
Hmm.
while, as you're stepping down, you hear that same roar. But after a few moments, the screams that you would hear following it seem to stop. But You all do notice. Actually, everybody go give me an Arcana check, real quick.
Is this lit by chance?
It is not.
I'll light a torch as we're going. Yeah, I have dark vision, but
yeah, not everybody in the group does. Somebody has
Ro
a spoon.
has her spoon.
there's a spoon.
We do have a
can
lit
see.
spoon, yes.
Yes.
It's an extremely lit spoon.
The partying spoon.
I got a nat 20 for a 22.
Okay.
I got an 11.
13.
I got a dirty 20.
30, 20, okay. And Ro?
A 5. Oh, I said a 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you were muted or something. All right. Well, so conveniently, the only two that actually really picked up on it are the two that are already familiar with the internal workings of creation forges, as you can feel the arcane energy slowly starting to disappear, as if it has finished its whatever job it has done, and you can almost feel the energy just kind of slowly going away. It's that same static energy you felt before, how Sarah, when it went off.
Sure. I look to Steel, say, whatever is down there is finished cooking. Just keep going down.
Yeah.
So as you approach down, you do see a light start to come from up at the bottom, from the bottom of the stairwell. As after about 100 feet down, you see a set of doors that don't, or what used to be doors. The wooden parts of the door are just scattered all over the floor, broken up onto the stairs. You walk into a small room, roughly 30 feet wide, going in about another 25 feet. The far wall from where you are currently coming out of the doors looks to be a sheet of glass looking out over a chamber. Do you all wish to approach?
I do.
I'm currently trying to look for ways to escape, any escape routes in here, anything.
Okay, so as you walk your way across this small chamber, Taryn, you do see a door off on the right side of the room that seems to, from what you can tell, seems to go off into a small tunnel. It looks like it's all worked stone, though. This room actually looks like it is has been built to be some sort of observation deck.
Mm-hmm.
And as you approach the curved glass of this window, you look out into a large domed chamber, one of which you're both Halceris and Steel, you are kind of familiar with, as you have seen a creation forge before. You got this round spherical chamber. Floating in the center of it, you all see a large black obelisk-like structure just floating in the middle of it. Along the base of it, however, something Steel and Halceris you are not used to seeing. You see some stone tables set up. You see 8 of them. Each of them are in pairs of 2 surrounding this. On one table, you see what looks to be a humanoid form, one of which, from what you can see where you are, is a half-orc, dressed in the robes of the 12. Others you can't quite make out, but next to each of these, you see a warforged with his eyes open, looking around, almost panicked, as if they had just woken up from gaining some form of consciousness.
Does this character dressed in the 12, does he look under duress, or does he look like he's in his own mental faculties right now?
He looks like he doesn't exist anymore. So he is not moving, and none of these other humanoid forms are moving. From your vantage point, it's hard to see. Go ahead, give me a perception check real quick.
No. 9.
Okay. No. So it's kind of hard to make out any details because from this is probably through the glass down onto the floor. You're talking maybe 120 feet away from where you're at right now. This is a large chamber. But there is no movement other than the 4 Warforged that are slowly standing up. And then you see another figure walking in from underneath where you are, heading towards the center of this forge, dressed very similarly to the 2 individuals you were just speaking with back in the throne room.
Question.
Yes,
Did the other 2 in the throne room follow us down the stairs?
they did not.
All right, cool. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I look to Steel, knowing that we both understand the mechanic of this, but I'm going to go out on a leaf and say the obelisk is not something that is part of the routine architecture of this, or is it?
So it is. So you guys are
It is
familiar.
part of it.
So the
Okay.
obelisk itself is the main source
Hub.
of the creation forge.
Sure.
That is what is actually utilized to imbue a soul into a warforged. But normally it requires a member of House Cannith through a certain ritual to be able to imbue a soul into a warforged. However, you do not. The only thing you see out there are the 4 individuals and the 4 warforged right next to them, and then this one lone figure walking towards the center.
Do I happen to see a large thing that would make a large roaring noise?
You do. So on the far side, and at this point, you all kind of feel what feels like the large footsteps shaking the very ground. You all see what almost looks like a familiar sight. Something that you are actually kind of familiar with, Echo, in a way. As you all see the form of what looks like a large Tyrannosaurus Rex made completely of metal, slowly patrolling the outer ring of the spherical room. And then it lets out a large roar as all 4 of the other warforged that got up off these tables look at it, and I'll slowly start walking towards the center of the spherical room. What are you all doing?
I'm scoping out that door.
Okay.
I want to see where it leads.
All right. So you start heading over towards that door. Bro, what are you doing?
I am getting my short sword out and kind of edging over to where Tyrion is. So I'm gonna have his back and follow him.
Okay. Echo.
What's in the center again that they're walking towards?
So underneath where this obelisk is just floating is just the center of this dip. There's nothing sitting there. But you see all 4 of the Warforged heading towards there, and you see that 5th one, the one that's dressed up in the diplomatic robes, also walking towards the center of this area as well.
Okay. I'm taken by the Warforged Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I will follow Ro and Tyrion.
Okay.
Can I see where the door, where the passage leads Does it lead away from the forge or towards it?
So it looks like, so looking through this door, it looks like a tunnel that leads around. So almost like it's following the curvature of the large chamber.
So it has a glass as well.
No. So this one
Okay.
does not have glass. It just looks like the corridors that you're looking down just kind of curves around along the curvature of the room.
And the only passage to get upstairs from the room we're in right now is the stairs that we just came down.
Yes.
All
That you
right,
can see.
so all right, okay, that's all I can see. So I turn to the party. I turn to everyone as I investigate and look at this. I turn to everyone and I said, "Yeah, there's nothing my ass can do about this. So we need to leave now."
What is he doing? Hey, look, I'm just kind of enamored with like horror at what I'm seeing, and it's just like, yeah, I think I'm perplexed and puzzled by it.
You are muted, Steel.
The Warforged that is looking worried. I'd like to approach them.
Well, no, so they're in the they are out in the center of this chamber. They're not within the room that you are.
Yeah, we're in an
We're just looking
observation
out.
deck.
Yeah, so you're basically in an observation deck looking at all this through a large curved glass window.
Is there
Hey.
anybody else in the room with us?
No.
We need to go. Somehow we need to get out of here. And as I say that, I cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Wait.
You see the shadows flare up when he said the shadows start to flare up when he says that. Still, this is not the time. I don't know what you're planning, but we need to go.
I
Um,
don't know what this
You're
happened.
so real quick, Taryn, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Well, I didn't. He stopped me from. Okay, I'll do it. He stopped me from.
I didn't do it.
He stopped me from
You
casting.
started.
I mean, I'll do it. Is you know.
Okay. I mean,
I'll
if
do
you're
it.
saying that he stopped you from casting, I will let it go.
Yeah, he said, wait, while I was doing it. Says,
So you stopped.
yeah, I stopped
Okay. All right.
for now.
For now. All right.
What?
You stopped
what are you?
that pat.
We
What are you
need
planning?
more. We need more than just to stealth out of here. We just well, just Alceres. So we've all been having those weird dreams, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is mine.
This forge?
Not this one. The one in making.
Well, you know what they say.
They're
dreams do
making
come
a
true.
forge over there?
No. There's a Ford in making. The city of making. The one
Oh.
where we think that all of this horrible crap started. He has collected Warforged. I think that he is trying to turn people.
I don't think
But
it's
beyond that,
anything
he's-
trying. I think he's doing it.
Now he's overriding their will with his.
Well, it's one theory. I
At
believe-
this point, you all catch a glimpse of a bright red light coming from out the window.
Mm-hmm.
As you look down, and right below the center of this obelisk, at the pinnacle of the base of this little crater, the diplomatic looking Warforged reaches out and touches each of these other Warforged as a bright beam of dark red energy comes down from the obelisk into each one of these Warforged. And then they don't seem to be panicking anymore. They
I
don't
see it. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, still seems like your theory was correct, but I understand the importance of information. But information isn't gonna do us any good if we
don't.
if we take.
You don't understand.
I don't.
How many Warforged have you fought?
Depends. Well, thoughts, lots. Seen, too damn many.
Warforged by
realize-
themselves, warforged by themselves, are like any army. They're individuals, strong, they follow orders, but they're still individuals.
Yes.
This is not the same thing.
I know it's not the same thing. It's not
They would-
what I'm
They
saying.
have one mind.
Yeah. And there are lots. We're but 5. I talked to
I
Big Game
get that.
earlier. I talked to Big Game
Yes,
earlier, but
yes, you did.
I
And you
don't
caused some trouble.
think-
Thanks.
that's fine. Well, I cause trouble wherever you go, but this isn't the trouble I'm trying to get into right now.
Another large
agree.
roar echoes through the chamber.
We need to get out of here now.
Right. And so which direction do you want to go?
The only direction there is that we can go right now is this one, and I point at the door.
Well, we could punch through.
Punch
Go back up the stairs, punch through the dogs.
through the dogs, and where we're stuck in a fight. They're of one mind. They know what's happening. They know what's going on. We're stuck in a fight. And then somehow we're surrounded by whoever, God knows how many other
But
warforgers here.
But we are not alone, though. If we make it to the outside,
If we make it to the outside.
and your plan is to go deeper in. So
Yeah, Tavern, I'm not seeing the logic here.
No, see. Well, you know what? Fine. Let's do your plan. Let's back up the stairs.
It's not about back up the stairs. He wants to brag. I know him. He is so certain of his own intelligence that he is going to want to explain this out and convince me that I should join him and I should become one of those things. He thinks that for somehow that will be a win in his book. He'll be the superior brain, whatever. So while he's doing that, we make a distraction. We find a way out. We find a hole.
So
That's
you want
one
to
right
put
here,
yourself
but
as bait?
let's go. Let's following your plan.
Pretend
well.
that we are following whatever his plan is for now, and when we find an opening, we get out and we fight
But-
back.
sure, but going up there, right?
Up.
Because
Yes. We've seen
Okay.
his brilliance, and now we need to go find some people to come help us destroy the forges.
okay, because I am going to say that if we can get to the out, you distract him with benevolence or hiding, but if we can stealth out of here, I can send word to Sebastian to be ready for us.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do that.
Lead the way.
So what are you all doing?
Go back,
Back up the
to
stairs?
go back and see where they're at.
Okay, as you all start to approach the stairwell, you all notice a very intense chill coming from the stairwell itself. As you get closer to it, it is almost to the point where it is now starting to tingle on your extremities.
Chill as in like, is it like temperature wise, or is it
Yes, as in
like
cold.
goosebumps?
As in, it is extremely cold. And then you all hear the sound of rushing water coming from the stairwell. What are you doing?
Is what? It sounds like it is flooding.
It does. It sounds like a large amount of water is pouring in from above.
Would we
Alright,
have
then we-
to walk through that to get to where we need to go?
So you all have about 12 seconds to figure out what you want to do.
I'm not staying on the stairwell. I'm going back down
Yeah.
the room.
I'm running back down.
Further
Yeah,
down.
I'm running back
further
down
in.
into the room. I run. How long did the hallway look?
Sorry?
How long the hallway that
Oh,
to the other door?
So when you had looked down it, you couldn't see an end to it because of the curvature of it.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it probably went out about maybe 40 or 50 feet-ish before you couldn't really see much anymore. But looking back out the window into this large chamber, you did see other panels of glass within the side of this spherical chamber, where it looked like other rooms throughout, other observation decks or podiums.
So other rooms mean other stairs. And
They're
how
not
thick?
all they are not all on the same level that you are. Some of them are lower. There are some that are a little higher. And at the base of some of them, you do see some that have doors that lead into the central chamber.
How thick does the glass look?
Go ahead, give me an intelligence check real quick.
Straight intelligence?
Yeah.
Can I assist him?
Yeah.
Advantage?
Yep.
16.
Okay. So judging from this, it looks like it may be half an inch to an inch thick.
So it takes some time to break.
It looks like pretty solid glass. Yeah.
Well, I just go to the hallway. I just run straight to the corridor.
Okay. As you do that, coming from the door, from the stairwell that you came down, just a large gush of water comes bursting out and then just freezes over, creating almost a wall of ice blocking that stairwell. All you have left to do now is to go down the one corridor leading out of this observation chamber that seems to connect to the rest of this forge. And exploring that is where we will pick up next week, as you now seem to be trapped within this forge below the castle Wynarn in the ruined city of Metro, having just gotten a little more glimpse of what seems to be going on. So what do you all think tonight?
Sure.
Intriguing.
I think the party should listen to Darren more, but that's fine.
I am
I
not
don't
special
know.
cheering things.
I mean, you could have very easily led to a TPK there. But,
Yeah, listen.
I wasn't gonna
Darren.
do anything. No, I wasn't gonna do anything. It
Yeah.
was-
But no, I mean, y'all got a little bit of insight as to who's kind of pulling some strings here. See what's going on with these Warforged down there, and get an idea of what's going to happen going forward. Maybe even facing off against this large mechanical T-Rex that seems to be patrolling the forge. So it definitely feels great to be back. We did having taken last week off. I know most of us here missed this. We really enjoy looking forward to every Wednesday. It definitely helps us get through the week. Before we go ahead and call it an evening and go rate a friend know, we just got a few last minute announcements to go over with everybody. What you got
If
for us,
you
Brandon?
enjoyed our show tonight, be sure to check out some of our other shows here at the Games Tavern. Our friends, the Belk and Weave, are on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Follow them as they delve into an ever-challenging adventure spun by the legendary DM Eric Manky. Caught between memories and the present, the Velk and Weave explores the past to find hope for the future. And immediately after them, we have the Mists. The Mistwalkers have just found a moment of peace at the Felcourt Spring Camp for elves and other youngsters. But the Mists are never forgiving for long. Will the peace be shattered, or will merit badges be rewarded? Find out.
Also, don't forget that you can subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. You can catch up on all those wonderful shows as well as this one if this is your first time with us. So go over there and check it out and hit that subscribe button, leave some likes, maybe some nice comments. All that helps us find new tavern goers to join us on our crazy adventure.
And while you're hopping around on the internet, you should check out Shard. So huge shout out to Shard for sponsoring the show. We super appreciate them, and we do use them here, and they're awesome. So you can check out the link in chat and use the code TGTShard20 to get a 20% off discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions.
Absolutely. We love working with them. Great tools. Awesome. And with that, I look forward to seeing y'all next week as we explore the Forge of Creation below Castle Wynarn. Stay dirty, everyone.
Do it.